Good morning, traders. Venderman here with FuturestraderElite with your NQ pre-market prep on 12/19. We're going to jump into some levels here on NQ. Let's get this chart pulled up. Alright, this is on the 1 hour chart. As you can see, I don't have any drawings on right now. I wanted to be able to look at the high time frame structure without all the busyness going on of everything on there. So if we look at this high time frame structure, we got, you see this R3 pivot up here at 26,200. It's quite a bit higher than this area here, but if you look at this area right here, we got all these this is a whole bunch of rejection right here in this area, and we're doing, you know, this is a decent push. We're above the golden pivot here, but what we need to think about, I mean, we're still in this bearish downtrend over here. We need to be looking at this. We protected this low right here, but we got awfully close to it. So if we get another leg down, saying they aim for this S2 pivot, you got this low right here that's just below the S2 pivot. One of two things: they'll bounce this at that S2 pivot, they'll sweep that S2 pivot and sweep this low, do a liquidity grab down in here somewhere for a huge bounce, or they break this and they bleed off. I think that we would get the bounce. I think they do the liquidity sweep under here for the hard bounce, but what you would need to worry about is this down here. Say that they broke this one, and yeah, if they were to break this low, which is around 24,200, and the S3 pivot is at 24,155, you'd probably get a huge move down pretty fast if we don't protect this low. So let me put some drawings back on the chart. All right, so excuse me. Here's them tops that we were talking about. You can see we got a overhead 4-hour trend line, and then we got this 1 hour line here, which it's set right up against that, pretty much close enough, right in this area. Now it's Friday, so and it's Friday, and it's right before a slow week. Next week we got the holidays rolling in on us, so you have to think, it being Friday, are they going to drain this off? You know, and if they do drain this off, where are we going to go? I think that it could be a pretty drastic pullback if they decide to do that. You know, I think we could probably take out this low down here. And when I say that low, I'm talking about 885 area. You know, I mean, it's possible. I got some precision entry zones already drawn on this morning in pre-market. As far as some bouncing areas, this first one up here is 280 to 270. I got one here at 225 to 215. Then we have one here at 190 to 180. We got this imbalance zone right here, this green box, and then there's a PEZ precision entry zone inside that. It's 140 to 130. This one's 80 to 70. This one down here is 40 to 35. And then we have one down here that is 965 to 960. And of course, a lot of those could be adjusted before the market even opens, depending on how much movement we get before then. And then overhead, let's say we break through this trend line here. That R1 pivot is at 453. We need to take out about 525 to really get bullish. So even though we're above the golden pivot right now, you know, a lot of times we use that golden pivot in terms of whether to be looking bearish or bullish on the day, as far as the bias goes on which way, what we're doing. But even though we're above the golden pivot, I'm not too convinced that I should be bullish on this, because we're still under this 1 hour trend line, and without taking out some of this structure, even though we're above the pivot, you know, I feel like we need to take out this lower high, and maybe even this one. Maybe if we could get up here and break the R2 pivot, which is around 688, I think I'd feel a little more on the bullish side. Now, I can't say that they won't try to take this up today. It's just generally it seems like Fridays are a bleed-off day. But what if they decide they want to drive this up? Since we're going into the holidays next week, they may want to start inching this up for that Santa rally. Who knows? I guess we'll find out when they open the bell today. But, you know, it just ain't really looking that great for NQ, to be honest. And then, you know, before the market opens, I will update the precision entry zones and post it in the live updates in Discord. I want to switch this over for just a second to gold as well, and look at that for a minute. Let's look at this gold chart. Give it a second to load here. Okay, this is on the 1 hour, and we got a 4 hour green trend line down here. We got a 1 hour here. We got a 1 hour overhead bearish trend line. You know, we can really take us a array and put us in another line here. Another trend line, say from here to about right there. That'd be a 1 hour as well. So really, the system is really lagging today. Seems like it's slow. Okay, so really, I guess you got this line down here at the bottom here. That could be an 8 hour, 4 hour, and this could be your 1 hour trend line on gold. I'm looking, you know, if this tests this line and tries to bounce, you know, I'm going to wait and see if it tries to sweep it, maybe hit that S1 pivot. There's this little low right here that it might try to sweep. You know, we've got quite a bit of consolidation here on the 1 hour, and then we got that spike yesterday. Played that rejection off that line up there yesterday, and the R1 pivot is up here inside this precision entry zone. So I'm going to try, you know, if we try to bounce off this line, say we get down here, tag it, and then or sweep it and it closes back above, I may try to play a bounce there and see what happens. You can see we're on a slow rise here on gold, coming to the point of this wedge here, this triangle, and would like to see if they're going to try to break this out here at the end of the year to maybe also put in a new high. The high is right up here on gold. I can't remember what the high is, but that yellow line at the top is the all-time high. It's like around 434. You know, this is a steady climb here. And even maybe you trade MGC or something instead of GC. But trying to keep up with gold and only take particular trades on gold every day if they hit trend lines or good pivots or precision entry zones. That's all we're going to look at gold for now. We'll switch back over to NQ. Hadn't had anybody have any questions this morning yet, so I think I'm just going to wrap this up right here. I will see you guys in Discord. You know, if you're new here, come join Discord for free. We got a live updates channel in there where I will put live updates on things that I'm watching during the day as far as zones and everything. Everybody have a safe Friday. Don't try to force any trades. Let them trades come to you. And I will see you guys back on Pre-Market Prep on Monday. Have a great weekend.